Well, avast ye swabs and a jolly yo ho ho from down here in Bayou Gold Guy country. I am Bayou Gold Guy, and thank you for joining me on this episode number 159 as we go into full strong Vendetta week. And this is our basically our wrap up weekend on it for this year. Hashtag Vendetta Week 24 or hashtag Vendetta Week 3. I don't know which one actually sounded better, but we've had some videos coming out, not nearly like we had that first year or last year as much, but again, Mike's kind of been out of the picture some, so it's not quite the same enthusiasm as when we started off, the first year when everybody was we were doing it to make a point of Vendetta who from Clash and his magnetic gold, and like I said, a bit of disparagement that he had shown towards our man Big Mike. So that was the basis of it, and my whole thing was instead of being pissed off at Clash or don't attack Clash, let's support Vendetta, and it's still going on. Gizmo, calm down. What are you doing? My boy's going crazy out here. So that's what Vendetta Week is actually all about, is just a kind of a nod to Mike Vendetta, and he's still putting out some awesome material for us, and he is back up and running again. So I don't know what Gizmo is on about there, but so we're very happy. I just was behind on being able to get anything in, and I got an order out, and this is Friday, the day that the video goes out. So this will be a no frills Bayou Gold Guy episode here. I'm going to be trying to just pause it when I need to and get it done, because I'm just not going to have time for all the editing and HD loading and all that stuff to get it out in time. Because I also have 7 little baby kittens that I'm taking up to, it's called Pet Express. It's a private-owned individual pet shop. They don't actually have dogs and cats in there for sale, but they will. They said they would be willing to take these in. They got a cage set up for like the weekend where people could come by and look at them and maybe get them. So Pat's the guy I was talking to, real nice guys. So we're gonna be promoting them a little bit, for thanking them for trying to help us out. But so I'm going to get some of this in and get started. We still have threats of showers that have been coming through. We got pounded yesterday, but my mail just came too late yesterday to even get on this. It was already 1 in the afternoon and dark, and so we're out here early. We're gonna hopefully, if the clouds keep it like this, it'll help a lot as far as not blocking my view on the screen, and be able to see what we're doing. So fingers crossed. So with that being said, as we set sail into the turbulent waters of the pirate booty area, let's turn to the new gold epicenter of South Louisiana, our gold station, where X marks the spot. Oh, well, wait, where are we there? Okay, we're missing there we go. X marks the spot there. And slamming stuff around. I messed up we are all set up back here with again, this is something I should be pausing, because I'm not going to be having time to go through and edit out every little screw up. But yeah, there we go. There's our array of Vendetta rounds, including our little mini round there from our Patreon. And that's his other, like I said, a copper and 2 silvers. And then we got our Let's Go Brandon. There's T-Rep coin. Our Carson Trump symbol, and then of course our board loaded with all kinds of awesome stickers. And y'all saw last week that batch I got in from Julie at Banshee Mining, just awesome. She put together. So there's a lot of y'all are going to be getting some envelopes coming in the mail for you for those stickers and the limited amount that I have. And like I said, I am processing right now of getting some done. So hopefully I'll have, by the time I go through with these, I'll have mine in as well. So, but again, thank you so much, Julie. that was just awesome. Again, thanks to Jem and Jeff who put out the first stickers I'd gotten there, and very cool. Yeah, it's like I said, you guys are just awesome. And speaking of that, I got to say thank you all so much for all the birthday wishes over the last week. Yeah, it was on Monday, and we did the grilling, and that was really, man. I tell you, those steaks are just something else from those tomahawks. I am a big fan of those now. But we do have our pirate booty bag. It's been a long time since he's had these available, so it's very cool. And we've got some big chunks of stuff you can already feel in there. And it comes with a 1/4 gram of gold, $48 postage paid on this. So, I keep slapping this table, keeps knocking my stuff off here. So, well, all right. Well, let's go ahead. Of course, now the sun's going to break through and not only glare me out, but it's going to superheat my camera up here. And again, I'm casting a shadow, right? That's why I can't really do this stuff this early in the day, just because I'm like I said, I'm in my own a shadow casts over the all right, well, I guess we can try this mode. I'm up and above my camera. So hopefully, man, I can already see we've got some very cool. Look at that, man. I'm not sure what that is. It looks like some kind of iron ore. And I don't know if you can see that. There's a layer. Look at that layer where it's almost like a piece of a slice of something coming out of metal, a thin. It's light. It's not real heavy. And I'm seeing lots of silver, crystallized silver. Check that out. And again, I recognize the Vendetta because his stuff tends to be very light and fluffy. Like those are very, very light pieces there, and that was really cool with that sheet. It's almost wispy. Again, this is actually up in my head. I got to lean forward to see it because I got it right up high at the top of the stand here, tripod. Lots of very cool silver. There's some green. There's some of our green right there. Loaded, lots of green jades, and so we always loved about the Vendetta bags. Tons of greens. There's some garnet, polished garnet coming out there. Ooh, a big piece of quartz. Whoa, very nice. Some of my favorites right there. The beautiful peacock stones. Or I call it Mardi Gras stones, because a lot of times they'll have green in there with it too, purple, green, and gold. Look at the gold. Look at the side of that. It looks almost like it's got gold leaf wrapped around it. That sheet like that. That is just beautiful, incredible look. There's another nice shiny piece there. Oh, check that out. That arrowhead, that looks like that's almost a modern flint knapped version. Another big, look at that, all that pyrite in there on that. So yeah, man, we've got a pile of stuff to go through on this to get out. Look at all that fine stuff. Is that another one? Is that another arrowhead? My hat blocking my hat was probably blocking the damn. So we've got two different arrowheads in there. Very cool. All the shark's teeth I ever always found, I never found any arrowheads. I was always looking for fossils that were in soils that were very different than you'd find arrowheads in. Well, we've got a lot. Oh, we don't have. I guess we don't have. I don't see any copper in this. So yeah, this is the first bag I've gotten from that doesn't have the big hunk of copper ingot. So, but we, like I said, we do have this very unusual and layered, very cool piece. So still a bunch of cool stuff. Like I said, I'm just I got used to always getting my hunk of copper. But check those out. That's very nice. Y'all see a week later, and yeah, I'm almost healed up there on the gash from last week. But tons, beautiful pieces of that silver. So, all right, well, I'm going to set up a pan and start. Maybe I can get down a little closer now, since if the sun stays, we've got a big cloud blocking us up there. All my little pans are in the house. Hold on. Well, the sun comes out and I have to deal with the overheat factor. So hold on, I'm gonna take this in and let it cool off, and I'll be back. I'm gonna go through and pick some of this stuff out. All right, I've been going through and got a pretty good amount already working on this. And for those of you that missed it before, you may not have seen that all that is tiger's eye. So anytime you see the little black lines in your tiger's eye, that's usually, I'm guessing now, magnetite, because you can see the ones that are brown there that have no black lines in them do not grab. But yep, all those are a little polished, and we'll wash them down. We'll get them wet. But like I said, you can see that is all tiger's eye, and anywhere the black and some on the surface, you can see that shiny, and then those are actually pieces of magnetite, shiny magnetite in there with some of this too. But that's pretty cool. I remember whenever I actually discovered that from going through my stuff, and I had big chunks of tiger's eye, just like that right there that I pulled off. And you can see it doesn't take much, just a little bit of black in there, and you've got, and when we do have a bit of magnetite in with the stuff as well. Nothing excessive, just enough to throw you in a little bit of challenge when you're getting down at the bottom. So, but we do have enough different size material here that I'm going to try to break it down a little bit. This is my steamer basket size, which is the large, well, I guess we could zoom, which is the large holes. I mainly only use this one when I've got like the big, the large bags from that used to come in from Lynch, like the vulture bag that would have large rocks in it, or some of the Gold Nugget sales bags that would have some larger rocks, and some of the big 3-pound bags that he put out. But yeah, it doesn't really it doesn't knock it down that much, does it? There's a piece of the table. Must have been on the bottom of something. That's where usually it peels off and sticks to the bottom of a pan or what have you. So yeah, that's the project. Now I'm going to get the rest of these separated out and go through a little better. And just an update, this is what I've been sitting out here doing. But look at there. Where is it? There it is. Check that out. There be gold. There be the gold. So very nice. very thin, flat piece. I saw another one in there, kind of like it too. His little brother. So, but yeah, I'm just going through with the tweezers, picking out the little tiny peridot. I'm not sure how to tell the difference whether it's when it's small like this, especially whether it's jade or if it's emerald, because there's some pieces that look like chips of emerald that I've gotten before, and then some that looks like jade. But yeah, and then a lot of little polished peridot as well, and tons of little tiger's eye. Really, there's really no turquoise in this either. Usually there's some turquoise chips, but loaded with green though, I'll tell you that. Ton of green and yellow. A lot of the orange, I'm not sure if that's citrine, but there is a lot of pieces that look like that in there. And I really don't have a lot of yellow stuff, so that's very cool. Like I said, they're all there's a lot of them in there that you can see is that kind of that clear polished orange, yellow to orange. So yeehaw. Actually, we've got a little breeze now. It was it was baking out here. We are in the yesterday was the beginning of summer, the 20th, June 20th. The equinox moves from the 20th through the 22nd, depending on the year. But today, 21st, Friday the 21st, is our first full day of summer. And actually, it's very, very pleasant compared to what it could be and has been for the last few days when the rains weren't coming down. But yeah, the libtards are already crying up north about climate change. It's hot. It's summer. It's 100 degrees in New York. Unprecedented. No, you're an idiot. That Governor Yokel, the Yokel idiot that's illiterate and said that black kids don't know what a computer is. That one is one going to tell you that this is climate change. We're seeing it's getting hotter earlier. Of course, in August, whenever it's scorching at its hottest time of the year, they'll be saying, "Oh, it's unprecedented heat at the end of a rare hot August." No, August is hot, ridiculously hot every year, just about everywhere. So, again, you're a moronic idiot. But what do you expect? This is the same people that locked you down and wouldn't let you go to church or wouldn't let you go to your loved ones' funerals or weddings or graduations. But by God, if you were going to burn down a libtard city in the name of a dead piece of shit criminal with the BLM terrorists and that those kind of gatherings, well, that's pretty safe because people are they're rioting. So between the fire and all the rioting, that counters the COVID apparently. But that was, you're okay if you were out doing that, but don't you dare try to go to church or school or get married. Just so anytime these pieces of shit try to tell you what's going on, number one, if they're a libtard, you know that they're lying to begin with. And if they're in a red state, a blue state up north, you know that they're basically criminal scum that are running it. So again, you just ignore everything they say. But if you live up there, man, you guys get what you deserve when you vote for that shit. So that's that little gold chunk there, but yeah, most of America really just kind of looks at New York, has always looked at New York and shook their head. They're delusional, and even whenever it was the worst criminal shithole city in the world from the 30 years ago, 50 years ago when the New York gangs were killing people and running the streets with the Irish and Italian mafia gangs. And, you know, it's always been a shithole. And that they tout as being so much more just because it's, you know, was the biggest shithole in the world. But so, yeah, you guys up in New York, we just kind of shake our heads at you idiots and say, yeah, you just keep thinking that. But I mean, there are decent people that live up there for sure, away from the cities. But uh, you know, it is what it is. Same, any of the great cities, so-called great cities, New York, Chicago, Boston, the rest of the country just shakes their head and says, "Yeah, you guys just keep believing that." And you know, so all right, well, that's it. I'm just like I said, it's slow going here, and we got another pan. The sun's back out. There's another. Look at that gold shining right there, standing out. I can't see because I'm in the blocking my own light. But there it is. There she blows. ARRRRR. All right, we'll be back. All right, well, I am back. I I packed up all my little kitties in the carriers, and off we went. Well, this is the part that breaks my heart, because I got my little toys here. It's in there. This is my little one. Looks just like Daddy, little sweet boy. And he's in. I'm gonna go in that one. Come here. Come here. Come here. This little girl, I thought was a boy. But I call him Tennessee because he's a black tuxedo. She is a black tuxedo, so Tennessee tuxedo. She goes in there with her little brother. Then we've got our little solid black baby boy. He's going to go in there with his little brothers and sisters. Come here. Come here. Come here, sweetie. And then we got our little orange tabby here. He's a little boy. He goes in on this one. And then here's our little solid gray. Looks like our little bottle feeder from last litter. But it's a little boy. And then we got our other little tuxedo kitty here. That I believe that is a little boy too. But that sweet little face with the gray nose. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. In you go, in you go, in you go, in you go. They're not so much liking that in there now, huh? Hold on. Come here, stinker. Come here, stinker. They love the tube here. Come here, baby boy. Look, they all stayed in there. So we got 1, 2, 3 babies in there. And we've got 1, 2, 3 babies in there. And the one we have left is my little Gwenny, and I think we're just gonna have to keep her. I just can't. She's the one that ends up always in there with me every morning, every night, and I just can't bring myself to send her up there. She's just too cute. So one more, I don't know, but we're gonna take six babies up there, and I'm gonna take their thing to put in the cage with them, so they'll have this, so they're at least it's a big enough cage. I think it'll be all right. Maybe not. Maybe it may be too big. I may just take their one of their little beds that they sleep on for them. And like I said, man, I should put her in there too. I don't need to have another one, but He's just one I just can't bring myself to. I just can't bring myself to part with. It's hardly. I cannot. It's hard. I can hardly part with any of them. Well, all right, we're up here, and the kittens are set up at Pet Express, and some wonderful people here are going to try to get them some good homes, and we've got their little beds, so they're at least familiar, and they seem to be pretty happy right now. So, all right, guys. Yeah, it broke my heart leaving them there in that little cage. Like I said, you can see I put in there one of the little beds that they have, so they were already in that. So at least they were familiar with that, and a couple of their toys. So they'd have those, and familiar smells, and some of their food that they eat, the Imes that they've been eating since they've all their little lives now. So they're like, you don't have to do that. We've got food, and but I said, well, just let it so they could, maybe cut it into their other food that they're going to be feeding them. So they're again, at least they're a little familiarity. I'm going to go back up there here this evening. They close at 6:30. So just to check on them. Then if they're still around, I'll bring them home on Saturday, because they're closed on Sunday, and then take them back up on Monday if they're still trying to get them a home. But they have quite a few people come through, and they've, like I said, they're pretty good at finding homes for kittens, they said. So, but check out that beautiful silver. And of course, it's all homegrown. Vendetta homegrown silver there. But like I said, his stuff is so light and almost a fluffy quality to it. I've got some. I don't know if I still have it. I gave most of them away, but even like that one, you can see my finger through the filaments, where they grow up on these very fine filaments and make some of these little clusters, and then some of them they just branch out like that. But awesome stuff, just beautiful. And then we've got our big stuff here. It's amazing how blue that looks like. I'm like azure. Even without the pan, that is still a pretty blue. Oh, sorry, that looks a little rougher now since I've gotten dirt in it. But I mean, check that out. That is a very cool blue crystal. I don't think I have anything like that. Then our beautiful arrowheads. That piece there, like I said, you can see the strata laid down on this, and then their very thin edge that sticks out on it. Where was that? Right, I guess that's it right there on the end. But some cool stuff. We got a little conglomerate there, I believe is what that is. With a little copper in it. And that one, a very nice veiny quartz piece there. Look at that. That'd be like some hard rock, some of his hard rock stuff you'd want to crunch up. And so, yeah, I mean, compared to that, the green to the blue, very big difference in that. Very cool. So we've got I'm still going through this stuff, but I'm running out of time in the day. Like I said, I've got to be able to get this loaded and edited and done in time for them to be able to put it into HD, because it just looks crappy if it's standard definition whenever it comes out. Wait a second, you're not even seeing that, are we? Where are we? There we go. I guess I should move that over and bring it into position here. I got it kicked over here to the side, so I'm not seeing my screen. I guess I can move it back into normal position now. The sun's still got some clouds, some cloud cover protecting me here. So this is our big kitchen steamer basket stuff here. So yeah, I've seen some Vendetta Week videos from Mr. Minix, and got some from A3 Sky Warrior, been doing his rockets, and I know there's a few other people who are planning on trying to get some out. And John R. Prospecting was going to try to, but he's up this weekend back out at, I think it's Cottonwood Creek there, where he's been having so much fun. So probably wasn't going to have time to get any videos out for Vendetta Week from him. Yeah, see, there's anything in there, a little bit of black sand. So now I know there's going to be something floating around in this, just because I already saw some action from it. And there's that red, classic red Arizona desert dirt. So I don't know if you guys saw the latest out of Louisiana, but our new our Republican governor has passed a law that there will be, the 10 Commandments will be displayed on poster board size, minimum size, with the 10 Commandments spelled out in every public school classroom from grade K through 12. And that's it's getting a ton of support from people saying yes, it's about time you start bringing some morality back into the classroom. And you know, they'll let them plaster the mentally ill queer banner, get queer sex banner all over your kids' t-shirts and classrooms, but they won't let them wear an American flag or t-shirt or label on their backpack. Or you know, you got teachers that are wanting your children to come confide in them on their, you know, sexual desires at the age of, you know, first and second grade. So the on top of getting these scumbag teachers out of there, which should be a major priority as well, that are still infiltrating your children's, for majority of their time, their hours of the day. Yeah, they're of course the ACLU and a number of, you know, warped, you know, these you know, leftist groups are saying, oh, Constitution. Well, you know, to be clear, there is nothing in the Constitution that says that you will not have religion in school. And in fact, the 10 Commandments, religion is an integral part of of civics, of your, you know, that makes your society the moral foundation that laws that we are expected to follow are based on. So, and the kids don't even have the most basic, you know, and like they've said, the 10 Commandments transcends any single Judeo-Christian religious belief. It's like the golden rules, the basic rule book for humans to, you know, live a happy life and survive, you know, in a society which is, you know, don't steal, don't kill, you know, respect other people, you know, don't treat anyone the way you wouldn't want to be treated. And you know, pretty standard, straightforward stuff that you can see from, you know, what's going on right now in our country, that those morals are not even on the radar for most, the last 2 or 3 generations now that we're seeing just just a disgusting display of everything that is undesirable in quality of human beings and society. That's now the things that should be shamed and degraded are what's being held up for pride and honor. And so yeah, when you're going exactly against the very basis of morality and nature of society, you're you're in a real slippery slope there, and we're seeing it now after years of this going on, the total degradation that's come from it. So yeah, Louisiana is making a change, and hopefully there will be many red states for sure that will be following suit with that, bringing the 10 commandments back, and teaching some kind of, introducing, making part of the education, the understanding of what society and meaning, what it means to be civilized and hold values and morals for a reason. The the sick and mentally ill, diseased and disturbed are not what you want in the forefront of your society. And that's exactly what is being forced in America through politics, entertainment, education, you name it, under the and by the the mainstream fake media with the deep. Now you got the cheap fakes now. Oh, these are all cheap fakes. The fact that they're showing Biden and you know calling out his zoned out, standing around looking like an idiot, doesn't know where he is. Oh, well, you didn't see he's talking to those paratroopers over on the other side. It doesn't matter. The group of dignitaries are focused on what they're focused on. Meanwhile, Joe not only goes off on a tangent, but wanders off, has to be you know just like Obama did, taken by the wrist and guided back over. Obama didn't come up and put his hand on Joe's back. He reached down, grabbed him by the wrist above his hand to say, "Let's go," and never broke contact with him. He dragged him off with that. Once they turned and walked, and then he moved his hand up on his shoulder, on his back, and all the way till the last thing you can see as the camera is the curtain is dropping down, is Obama still holding his hand on Joe Biden's back, ushering him the rest of the way off the stage, behind the counter, and backstage. He was still had hands on him. And yeah, I know, we now know that he's a closet homosexual, so he's gonna or is used to trying to grope men when he gets a free chance, and maybe he likes old dirty diapers Joe for other reasons, and just being there to prop him up. But at any rate, we got little fairy Barack ushering this disgusting old pervert, doddering old man all the way, like I said, off the stage, backstage. And it was yeah, and they always cut the camera off as the curtain's going down, but if they keep that thing rolling until the curtain is down and they disappear, even once they've made the turn and going back, Obama still has his hand on his back, off the shoulder. Now it's on the back, like you do when you're holding up someone, escorting them. If you ever dealt with seniors, old people that are unstable, any number of situations. Look like we had a little shard there that's still right there, got away. That leaves the rest of our stuff with gems here. And tell you what I'm not gonna do is mix it in with the rest of what I have here now. So once I start panning this out, I'm going to actually pan it out into my other pan, so I'll be able to go through and pick out the remainder of the gems without having to go through all of it again. Because like I said, I just don't have time right now to get this in and get it done. It's already now, we're already past, I think, pushing 2 o'clock. So yeah, we want to hit the 8 o'clock show. 8:01 on time. Look at all those green gems flowing out of there. Oh yeah. I'll have to put in doing a Ziploc bag just for those for the next 420 or St. Patty's Day green Paydirt. Look at all those. That's all peridot there shot up. Well, I guess if I showed it, zoom it in like it should be. Yeah, that is all polished peridot. So yeah, this is gonna be I don't know, I might have a clip or two included in this, but again, all that stuff takes so much time going in and recording the clip, because I've got the app where I can record a video on my phone as I'm watching it, and then I can save it and then edit it and cut it up with the U-Cut program. There we go. Look at that little flatty. Still good solid weight to make a tick out of it. Get a tick out. The tick. But nice piece of white. Yeah, all right. Well, there's again more. I'll start working this down and we'll be back. Just to show you guys too, I'm washing this very a lot more aggressively because I'm trying to get through it quicker. But if you're taking your time when you're doing this and make sure you keep stratifying those gems down back through the sand when you get done, because the peridot and the same thing like when y'all do my Bayou Gold Guy pay dirt, and you got the all the gator eyes, the polished garnets in it. They're a dense and heavy material, so they will hang just like the peridot, and a lot of times the amethyst as well will hang. While the lighter material and sand, for the most part, that was one you just saw zip off of there. But you can, and then when you get down to it, you can see you've got a bunch of gems that have made it through your panning that you can pick out without having to go through and tweeze or each one out. And you can see those garnets, even though they're round, they're almost like marbles, little marbles, but they hold up there with the gold. And as you can see, we're down to the bottom of some, looks like a little piece of wire gold mixed in there with that silver. We got a couple pieces of crystalline silver that's still holding up there. I'm not sure what all this rock like that is. I've already taken the magnet in. Maybe some of that iron looking stone. But yeah, you can see even that crystallized silver hangs in until the very end with the gold. And whatever these little rocks are that are, we'll put that in our Move that to our gems pan. The rest of that, I think that is still silver, but we'll figure that out when we're done. Like I said, but then whenever I'm done, I will do this with all the stuff I have left in here and wash it down, except when it gets to the end, I'll pick the stuff out of it then. So but, all right, and then we're going to rinse the rest of this out and finish off this pan. A pan full. And we still have some little gold chunks in there to recover, so I believe we'll be right back. And we are at the bottom of the booty. The pirate booty bag. Look at all those big shiny garnets. Like I said, those are very round marbly. Nice dark color. I'm just not sure what all those little uniform brown little pebbles are in there. But there's certainly something very magnetite or hematite-ish as far as their density. And holding up against that wash. But check that out. There's our... It's one of those that you can't hardly pick up because it's so flat. Very cool. That little fold, you could actually bend that. You could bend that in half. And it's razor thin. I was trying to get it to flip over. It's very cool. Nice little tick from that too. Yeah, at one point I thought maybe those looked like they were maybe those little tiny garnets, but they're just not red. I'm pretty sure they're not garnets. That's the thing when y'all are doing my Paydirts. It depends on what level you want to get into it. But a lot of times I'll have because people sent me those little tiny garnets like that along with the gator eyes. You might have 2 or 3 different sizes of garnets that are in there to be found, including tiny ones that are this size, along with the micro peridot and peridot and any other number of things that are much smaller than what you normally would be expecting to have to try to deal with if you wanted to recover every single thing. So nice little pile there to finish us off with that in our chunker. See, he's turned the right way so I can pick him up that time. So let's take out our snuffer. Got some dirty water. And it has been some windy ass days here the last... I wonder what that was. So like my neighbor's doing some yard work now. So we're finishing up just in time, because I don't know if my mic will noise cancel that loud of a noise out. So there we have it. Looks like a pretty damn nice little pile of gold there for a 1/4 gram. Move over here in our sun, where that gold will overpower the camera. Little piece of wire gold there. So very nice. And it's good to be doing some Vendetta Paydirt again. So we'll go get this dried up. Check it out. So I moved out here in the sun. I went to check my tailings, go through my tailings. And it's like, well, hell, I got to break down all of it to get to check my tailings as it is. So I've gone through and done pan by pan, like I said. And this is the last of what I have that I've panned down to. And I've been, like I said, I'm out here in the sun on the new grill. Check that out. If you missed the Saturday grilling on the Bayou, haven't cleaned it up since then. But I've got a rack of baby backs and a rack of St. Louis style. And we're going to do a battle of the ribs, slow smoke for like 6 hours, maybe this weekend for Saturday. Instead of steak night, we're going to be doing rib grilling, and maybe even start the initial teardown here of the gold complex to redo these tiles and the gold station and all that. Oh, there's some sun coming back out now. Yeah, I do it out here in the sun where it really stands out a lot better. And then the clouds move in, and I was left still in the shade trying to see this shit. So, but at any rate, I did not find any gold in our tailings, so that was thoroughly cleaned out. And I'm getting down to the last of all of our gems, so that will all be thoroughly cleaned out. And any strays that might be here or there will just be left to go in the when it goes into a pay dirt. So, all right, well that's it. And again, I just wanted to get a little shot of that new grill. A lot of grilling area, a lot of room to put on a lot of meat there. All right, well here we are. The microphone still seems to be on working, and we have us a pan of dried gold. Some nice large flat pieces there. Very cool for a quarter gram. That's how you make an impressive looking quarter gram bag. Is you get some nice thick flat leaf gold type stuff. So let's see what we got on our scale. Well, holy cow, that can't be right. That's why that looks like it's so. Well, that's did Mike? We've got it right there. The Pirate Booty bag, 0.25 gram. And I know Mike doesn't do like bonus. He doesn't do the bonus stuff. It's always you get what you get on it, and it's always well over in a good amount. But let's double check this again. I mean, yeah, I thought that looked like a lot for a quarter gram, but when it's flat and thin, but right there is 3.37, 0.49, 0.51. So there we have it. 0.49 to 5.1. Right on. Damn. Well, Mike, I sure do thank you for that one. And it even says on the description on this bag, it is not a high ROI bag because you're getting it so you can get a pan full of awesome stuff like this with we got our arrowheads, our ore samples, our peacock ores, all our different there's that piece with that gold, that one side that's golden on it. Just check that out. That is just doesn't look real with that flat side of gold. But and then all of our tons of different, like I said, peridot and jade and emerald, and then all that yellow along with our tiger's eye and our crystallized silver that he grows. So, well, yeehaw. And again, thank you so much, Mike, for just an awesome. I wonder if that was was that a mistake? Do I owe you? Do I owe you a? I'll be invoicing you for the difference there. No, it's again just awesome. So just look at those. We got some beautiful gold too. Like I said, very flat and thin, and move it because it is so thin to handle. Look at that, razor thin, but beautiful. So they owe 0.50, a half a gram on our quarter gram bag, and a load of awesome gems and goodies to go along with our other Vendetta items and our big collectible there, the beautiful stained glass, leaded glass. So I got kitties crying in there. They're wondering where all the babies have gone. So wonder where all happened to all those little babies that were running around here a little while ago. So, well, there we have, like I said, an awesome Vendetta week. I wasn't even going to do an ROI on it, but a half a gram, that's $35, $38 now. At the price of gold, $38 gold value, $48 for the material, postage sent. Take off $10 for postage. That brings it down to $38. So our actually basically, you guys, is 100% ROI bag on this somehow on the stuff from Vendetta Prospecting. So yeehaw Vendetta week. And again, we got that beautiful, look at those beautiful pieces of that crystal that are in that crystallized silver in there, and the detail on those pieces that are just beautiful. All right, we're going to wrap this one up, but I had to point out this is our birthday for my little girl Angel. She showed up 2 weeks after I'd lost Schrodinger, and I was just so heartbroken. And I lost Schrodinger on a Saturday, and 2 weeks later on a Saturday, I'm out there grilling, and the neighbors had already seen she'd been running around during the day, and I had a video of her popping in and out from underneath the house playing, and she hopped up in here and sat on my lap, and basically just acted like she owned me. And that's why I named her Angel, because I figured she was heaven sent, because I was so broken up over my little girl being lost. But now she's a mama. She's 3 years old, and she's had her second batch, and those are the ones we just took to get homes for today. So there you go, baby girl. So she's going to have some special birthday dinner, and actually it's pretty much the same, because all of her little babies, which these are my boys. This is my big boy here. They're 1 year old this week from there when they were born. So yeah, that's and then of course Gizmo's sitting here looking up at me, going, "What, are you going to pick me up? Am I going to get a shot? Right? Right." So, and again, he loves them all. They all think they're dogs, or he thinks he's a cat. But that's ones they're going to be. We're going to go up. He's going to go with me when we go up to visit his little brothers and sisters at the pet store here this evening. If I can get this started loaded before I'm running out of time right now. We're already almost 4:00, so hopefully it came through. I appreciate it again for you guys if this is a little more abbreviated and rougher than some of them, because I'm going to push it through pretty quick. So, but like I said, I wanted to have my Vendetta week. I got to have at least a Vendetta week, one video done for Vendetta week, right? And it was an awesome stuff. A very nice surprise there at the end. Thank you so much, Mike. And yep, there is that made. This is our new edition. This is the one of the the one of the bats that I just could not part with. It's terrible, but I wake up every morning with her curled up next to me. So, and she, like I said, she reminds me it's been almost over 40 years since I had her little lookalike, Guinevere. So she's my little Gwynnie. My little Gwinny girl. So, all right, my friends. Well, that being said, this is Bayou Gold Guy saying thank you all so much for watching this episode, supporting the channel. Thank you so much to all the channel members. We've got them going into the third month now, and the numbers keep still growing. Thank you for all you guys that some of you have hung around from the gift subscriptions. Like I said before, if you've got a gift subscription and it expires, do not think twice about it. You are, there's no obligation. You're not, it was a gift. Like I said, it was a gift. Just take it what it was. And I thank y'all for being part of the channel while you were. And to all of you that still with me, thank you so much. We're still rolling. And until the next time, when I'm not sure what we'll be into for next week, but we'll find something. And till then, it's Bayou Gold Guy, Gizmo, and the whole Bayou clan saying, appreciate you, take care of each other, and peace out, my friends. Yeehaw. She's such a good mommy. Well, I'm not sure how this is going to work. Save 7 baby kittens in a box. I don't know if I can keep them contained. Gizmo's played with his little... But yeah, they can pop right up to the top of the box. But yeah, we got to get them some homes. And yeah. And they're like little fleas. They boing, boing, boing. And meanwhile, they're going at it over there playing. Oh man, I tell you, it's Saturday morning on the Bayou. Just another another weekend. That's my little babies. Oh, I'm gonna miss them all so much. Each one's got the sweetest little personality. So anybody gets them is gonna be lucky. I'll tell you that, because there's some sweethearts. But all right, okay, there you go. We'll dump them out. I may have to figure herding cats. It's a herd of cats.